Hi guys, Paul.
Mike?
Maniacs Meat Podcast, Fresh Meat 1.
Fresh meat.
Bemused Bellicose Butcher. So loving. Yeah. Anyway, um, we're doing H.P. Lovecraft's The Evil Clergyman, which was from 1987, which was not originally released. It's a very short film by the Charles Band of the Full Moon Enterprise. We all know that. We have Jeffrey Combs, Barbara Crampton, David Gale, and David Warren, and they're all great actors. And rest in peace, David Gale, because he passed away. And actually, did David Warren just pass away? Oh, if he did, well, rest in peace. There you go. But he's fucking amazing because he was My Best Friend's a Vampire, Necronomicon.
Yeah. I'm still getting over your So I Married an Expert.
Yeah, it did.
Right there.
Yeah, this poem's crap. Yeah, this poem sucks. A lost classic finally released. It is on the back right there. And basically what this is they tried to make a little short film with some of the kind of money and time they had left. And they made a 35-minute film. I'm pretty sure it's 35 minutes here. And this is the first time that Michael has watched it, and this is why we're doing the fresh meat. I've watched it. I'm showing it to him. We're going to talk about it right now. What's your opinions of this film?
I enjoyed it. Like Jeffrey Combs. I mean, Jeffrey Combs.
It's Jeffrey Combs.
Animator. Yeah. You know, I actually my first.
I think he looks like Anthony Perkins on the cover.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Actually, my first brush with him was in The Frighteners, and then when I got older, I watched Reanimator and everything. Yeah. Fell in there. I enjoyed it. It was Lovecraftian.
Yes.
I didn't feel like I was watching a Lovecraft story.
Right.
With this, but it definitely had Lovecraft elements. The I can't remember the proper name.
Brown Jenkins. Brown Jenkins. Yeah.
Effects were okay. It was enjoyable. It was definitely worth the 30-minute watch.
Yes, it's one of those ones where you have to tick it off your list.
Yeah, I think I didn't feel like.
And Barbara Crampton gets naked.
Like if this was if this would have been like an hour and a half film and I watched it, I'd have been like,
yeah,
but for a half hour, like it was a fun little
truncated
watch.
Film. It's nothing like the evil clergyman story from Lovecraft. There's a lot of basically a jilted or a lost lover, someone basically obsessed with this evil priest, comes back because of the love they made and stuff like that. And then Barbara Crampton finds herself bemused by this ghost of the lover, and basically he's using her to gain immortality in a sense.
Possess her.
Basically drive her crazy. He won't release her from this prison that he put her in, and basically he said, kiss me and I'll release you. Basically he's just toiling with her, and it drives her a little insane waney until she takes her own life. And after that point in time, he pleads with Brown Jenkins, which does not hold souls as far as I know, Brown Jenkins, but pleads for her. You can eat her soul, but let me have her body, and the whole deal. And in The Evil Clergyman, if you really remember, he plays with this kind of like portal. It's like almost the side of a matchbox. It's a portal where the evil clergyman comes out, and he sees like all the kind of history unfolding before his eyes. And the evil clergyman takes he takes the form of the evil clergyman as a curse, and like now he is the evil clergyman, even though not in mind but in body. In this, it's more of Barbara Crampton ends up committing suicide because she's driven insane, and then Jeffrey Combs, as the evil clergyman, pleads for the body of Barbara Crampton. So mind and body become Barbara Crampton at the end of the film. Played by Jeffrey Combs, if you will, and it does what it's supposed to do, but it's not true to the story at any real point.
Yeah, you know, it was odd, you know, in watching it, because it didn't strike me as a true Lovecraft movie as far as like when you watch Dagon or Reanimator
or Resurrected.
Yeah. And even then, it also didn't even really. And I don't know if it was because of the length of it or not, but it didn't even strike me as like a Lovecraft inspired film, like In the Mouth of Madness or something. It had Lovecraft elements.
It's a weird, haunted sexual ghost story.
Yeah, it was really unique. I mean, like I said, it was an enjoyable watch, especially for the length of time that it was. I don't know if maybe they were planning on trying to flesh it out more and make it into a feature like
there
film,
is some kind, I don't know what it is, there's some kind of premiere to the feature on here, but I can't watch it because I don't have a remote. But it's just something like the right place, the right time, the right people, and it has almost a Corman feel.
And it's funny,
like they already had the stage, so they already had the people.
Yeah,
let's make another film while we're making a film, kind of a feel.
Yeah, well, we had talked about that too, because that something about it just reminded me of the reverse set of Elvira's Haunted Hills.
Like that kind of thing. That was 88.
Yeah,
this was 87.
Yeah, well, Haunted Hills was.
Haunted Hills was like 91. Yeah, that was 87.
But like something about like the whole feel of the castle and this, like the layout of it reminded me of that. But
we liked everybody in it though.
Like, the cast is great, and and that's one of the odd things about it is it's got Jeffrey Combs, who is, as far as I'm concerned, synonymous with anything Lovecraft.
Yeah.
As far as film. And and yet again, it didn't strike me as a Lovecraft story. It struck me as a weird ghost movie that had Lovecraft elements to it, but was not a Lovecraft film.
Not fully Lovecraft.
I mean, I would never put H.P. Lovecraft's.
Oh no!
On the front of this,
I'm gonna steal this.
Yeah.
No. They stole. They put blatant. I'm gonna sell this film if I put H.P. Lovecraft's The Evil Clergyman.
Yeah.
And I do believe, now correct me if I'm wrong, The Evil Clergyman is spelled with an E, not an A.
I believe
if you look at the actual H.P. Lovecraft story, so that right there doesn't even give them reason to put the Lovecraft on top of it.
Like if they would have put, if they would have had a separate title and then put inspired by H.P. Lovecraft's The Evil Clergyman, I'd be like, okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
But title it like this,
what if it was The Sinful Priest?
Yeah,
like something like that.
Something along that
would be perfect. Yeah.
Invasion of the Body Snatcher.
Yeah, if you would have put Ilsa, She-Wolf of the SS.
Yeah,
it would have made more sense. There you go.
Gorgor girls.
Yeah, it would have been like Clash of the Titans.
Yeah, Clash of the
Titans.
Yeah. But yeah, to have it be titled this, I feel like it's misleading, but enjoyable to watch. And definitely worth it if you can find it. I don't even know where you found this.
On the internets.
They've got things there.
But the thing is, though, it is low budget. Let's point that out.
Yes.
Everything about this is low budget. If you love low budget short horror, it's a great film.
I will say so. Well done for low budget. You can tell it's low budget, but it is well done.
Well done, low budget. The effects suck.
Well,
but they're good. Suck. Brown Jenkins.
I can't know why I'm having a problem with that. But Brown Jenkins was very reminiscent of
Dreams of the Witch House.
Yeah.
Which he belongs in Dreams of the Witch House.
Yeah. But it was very reminiscent of that. I think it was better done in Dreams of the Witch House than this. But
Stuart Gordon.
But Stuart Gordon's where it's at. If you're talking, as far as I'm concerned,
and he's dead too.
Which is a travesty. He never got the credit that he deserved.
He was a big man.
I don't think he ever got the credit as far as
no. Well, he did Reanimator. He did like he did
Reanimator.
He
did
did everything.
The Witch House. He did Dagon. He did In the Mouth of Madness. He had a bunch.
I have another. Well, it's so. I'm just playing with my hair. It's so amazing that you have these amazing stories that do not translate to amazing films. Like I have, Evil Clergyman. I have Lurking Fear. Lurking Fear is a fucking amazing story, not an amazing film, but with the Jeffrey Combs in it. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. We didn't do that yet. We will be doing that.
I think we should do a whole Lovecraft
thing. Well, you haven't seen a lot. Wow, I burped. Excuse me.
I haven't seen a whole ton of them. I've seen a lot of the Stuart Gordon
if I get the Lurking Fear,
yeah.
If I get the Resurrected, they could be fresh meat episodes.
I think so. Well, and I would like to have you watch Color Out of Space.
I refused to buy that because that Chong guy was on there smoking weed, and I want to do
Chong.
Bastard.
But Color Out of Space, which came out last year.
Yes, it did. Well, there was a Color Out of Space that came out in 2009.
Yeah.
And then the Color Out of Space that came out this year.
Last year. I watched it for the first time several months ago.
I like the fact that I heard like all their technology dies.
Yeah.
So they can't reach out.
And you know what? It's fun. And what's great about it is I didn't feel like it was a cop-out. And so many modern horror films, like the cell phones aren't working or like for whatever reason, technology is messing up. But it always seems so cheap.
Right.
In this, it felt right. It made sense to me. I didn't feel contrived. Like it flowed well, and I was like, "This is working really well."
Oh, okay, that's good. That's good.
It was quite good.
And the bees, the bees,
the bees, you bitches. Oh,
goddamn Wicker Man. Maybe there's no bitches. Maybe there's no bees.
Goes away. The Wicker Man remake.
Well, that's good. And I never saw Mandy too. Did you see Mandy?
I did watch Mandy.
Was it good?
Well, so here's my. I'll preface it with this. I watched it in my bedroom, and the TV that I have in my bedroom is an old gray picture tube TV.
So you saw it in black and white?
Well, no, not that old. But it's not the LED screens. It's like the picture quality on it isn't quite as high.
Yeah, so.
And Mandy is a very dark movie.
It's darks and reds.
But yeah, Mandy. I really like it. Really, Mandy. If you're watching Mandy, I think you're watching it stylistically. Like that's what it's all about.
You're waiting for the fuchsia.
Yeah, you're looking at the film shots, and you're looking at just like the props and everything. I mean, the story's okay. The story's not bad, but it definitely captured. It was almost like looking at an old Boris Vallejo painting from like the Conan days.
Yeah.
As far as hues in it, or like if you think back to Neverending Story,
right?
Things like that.
Well, that's
like
why
that,
I liked
like
if you watch like the Ralph Bakshi's Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
I love the obscure, weird colored backdrops for all the things, and a lot of the
clouds.
I like a lot of the truest of Lord of the Rings. I don't like that surreal background. Like the surreal background is what sold it for me when you watch the Bakshi stuff, because it's so like just obscure and surreal, and it's just like vivid colors and stuff like that. Yeah, exactly, same thing. But
no, I enjoyed Mandy. I think it was worth the watch.
Yeah.
I think it definitely flowed. I could see why after like the connection between Mandy and Color Out of Space, like there's aspects between them that I could be like, I can see why you would want Nick Cage.
Yeah, okay. Like, there you go.
So there's that.
We'll see that.
There's
second time watch for me. It's an okay film. It's cool to own. It's cool to see.
It's
once.
A novelty.
It's a novelty. It's a novelty.
It's fun. Like, did you ever see this? It's
first time watch. Yeah, first time watch. It's definitely one of those. I think we're gonna on the same page with that. he jumps to a noose that doesn't tighten up.
Yeah, which immediately caught my attention.
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh, that's
right.
fucking wrong. You know, things like that. Brown Jenkins should have been never put in the film. No, I'm sorry, David Gale. If you would have taken all that time and money and put it into something else, I think this film would have been a lot better.
But they got the inspiration, like
they got
modeling wise. I would imagine from this.
Absolutely. They got the idea of Brown Jenkins from this, and they pulled it to this. So, I mean, there are moments in this film that you can translate to other films. There are this, but the thing is, this film as a whole is a 35-minute watch, enjoy, and don't think about too much, because it's just there. It's not really close to the story, like most Lovecraft adaptations to film. It is there for what it is, and enjoy it. And it goes by quick. It doesn't feel like a 35 minutes, does it?
No, it doesn't. And I tend to find that, like you said, Lovecraft adaptations to film are kind of shaky. I think you do better finding Lovecraft-inspired films that aren't direct adaptations.
Well, the thing is, you're not hoping for much.
Correct.
And when you get it, you appreciate it.
Yeah, and there's a little bit more leeway. You're not, like you said, like you're not hoping, you're not expecting anything. Like if you take In the Mouth of Madness, which I think is probably the best Lovecraft-inspired.
Absolutely not.
You say absolutely not.
Absolutely
I think it's one of the best.
No, watch Resurrected. You'll understand.
Okay. Oh,
that's Mouth of Madness is second.
All right, that's fair. I'll take that.
Watch Resurrected.
But you take something
because that's
like
almost like page for page.
But if you take something like that, which isn't a direct Lovecraft story, it's a inspired by the word.
But when you use At the Mouth of Madness,
yeah, that's the problem with it, because everybody thinks the Mountains of Madness.
Yeah.
And there's even some other oddball ones, like Session 9 has a Lovecraftian kind of feel
District
to
9?
it. Session 9. Did you ever watch Session 9?
No.
Session 9 was more of a thriller, but like it's definitely, I think it's kind of.
I mean, like I watched all the TV versions of Stephen King's Nightmares and Dreamscape.
I never watched all of them.
It reads like Azathoth on the fucking wall.
Yeah.
It's full on Lovecraft. Tentacles come out of the fucking earth and stuff. Yeah. And the thing is, like, who's the true king of horror? And the people put Stephen King.
Well, I know.
Stephen King himself says, I take everything
False.
from Lovecraft.
False.
Like, this is the amount. If you look at a Twitter poll, it's people that don't know what they're talking about quoting things. Mm-hmm. I love it. What's your favorite? I love it. I just saw this one. Excuse me. What's your favorite? What's your favorite John Carpenter film? Halloween, The Thing, or comment below. That's all you came up with. 2 films and I was gonna say
there's like
a million choices.
Like there's so many good John Carpenter movies. Like I'm a huge John Carpenter. I find that incredibly offensive.
Yeah, exactly.
They come up with Halloween and what was
and the Thing.
And The Thing. I mean, don't get me wrong. Both great movies.
The Thing is better than Halloween, but I like Halloween better. But The Thing is better.
Fog?
But I like
you couldn't even throw in the Fog or Big Trouble in Little China. They Live.
Prince of Darkness.
Yeah, Escape from New York.
I mean, like, what
LA,
the fuck? Like, you couldn't come up with 5 choices? Like, 5
five
fucking choices.
Dude's been around a minute. Like,
yeah. Oh, what's your favorite? What's your favorite Halloween? It was like Halloween original, Rob Zombie 2, Rob Zombie. I'm like,
Season of the Witch.
Or season. You know what? Just kill yourself, okay? And if you really, what's your favorite remake? And like, you do realize that most of remakes that were amazing came out in the 80s, but you don't consider them remakes because you think they're originals, dumb fuck.
Yeah, like The Thing is like the which I think we've talked about before. The the John Carpenter thing
is a remake.
Is a remake from the 19.
Is a fucking remake. It's not original.
Yeah,
the thing from another world. Yeah.
Which everybody just
1960,
totally
and then it
which
did
was not a
82.
very good movie. I didn't think.
No, but it's fun.
But it's fun. It could have showed up.
It's a fun movie
on
from the
an Elvira
60s.
movie, Macabre.
No, yeah, Octoman.
Yeah, exactly.
But 1982
the thing with two
is
heads.
probably one of the best remakes that has ever been made.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
You know, the Fly is probably number 2.
The Fly remake is.
I think. I don't know why I go with that one before that one.
Something's though there's a very creepy aspect about the original Fly.
Yeah, it's great.
And the web at the end.
I like it though.
Help me, that part, it creeped me out.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I saw that was actually in Little Monsters. Remember Little Monsters?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Fred Savage.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I remember watching that as a kid, and he's watching the original Fly. Well, the original Fly is on the TV, and it's that part.
Yeah.
And it creeped me out a little bit as a kid, and then years later, I'm like,
in the 60s, the 50s, they had that TV series. What was the? I can't remember the name of it, but it's a bunch of little people. They get transported, and that was in the one too.
Okay.
They caught in the web.
Yeah. There's something about that.
Yeah, it's fucked up. It's fucked up.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Yeah.
And especially for the time period, kind of impressive.
The arachnophobia kind of concept. It's fucked up.
John Goodman was part of that. I mean, Jeff Daniels is amazing. John Goodman. But no, yeah. I thought this was enjoyable. Definitely worth the novelty. I think it's definitely worth a half-hour watch.
Yeah. Would you pay $20 for it? I did.
Personally,
I think I did.
I think I would have paid if I hadn't watched it.
If you're a collector,
yes. If you hadn't watched it, if I hadn't watched it and I saw it, I'd be
if it was free on YouTube,
yes, I would watch this I'd buy it for $20. Having seen it, having spent the time to watch it, I spent $10 on this.
$10.
I spent $10. I mean, outside of it's cool to have for the novelty of actually having it.
I actually have it now, so that's cool.
Yeah, which is cool.
However, though, if you watch most Lovecraft kind of interpretations on film, you'll have that same kind of feeling at the end of it.
You will.
You'll go, wow, that was fun. I want my money back.
I think if you're buying,
if you watch The Lurking Fear, you're gonna want your money back.
Yeah,
at least part of it.
If you're going out and buying Lovecraft adaptations to film, whether or not they be Stuart Gordon or
someone else,
yes, you are getting them because you love Lovecraft.
I'll tell you,
you enjoy Lovecraft and you want to have it.
We're probably gonna. It's really early, so I'm gonna probably make him stay here and drink some beer. We have to watch the Shadow Out of Time or Sight Out of Time. It's pretty cool, and it is a Lovecraft film, and it's on YouTube for free. Please check it out. The Whisperer in the Darkness on YouTube is free. It's not the Lovecraft Society's version, but it is another version, and it's worth watching. But I'd like to get the original Call of Cthulhu and the original Whisper in Darkness on DVD from the Lovecraft Society, but they were $60 a fucking DVD. And that's a lot of money, bro.
Which is a lot of money.
I'm telling you what, we need some little holiday weekend.
I've looked at some of that.
Yeah,
some of that stuff, and I'm just like,
there you go.
I think isn't one of them silent or something?
Call of Cthulhu. Yeah, that is on YouTube. You can watch Call of Cthulhu. Yeah.
As a side note, kind of off topic, just because it's horror related. All of Night of the Comet is on YouTube.
Yes, it is. It is.
As a little gem for anybody that's looking to watch just a great horror film.
On a side note, on YouTube for free is Call of Cthulhu in Dr. Seuss. Please watch that too.
Nice.
It's pretty fantastic. Yeah. So what do you say? What would you give this rating out of 10 for the lover and the casual?
I think the casual is going to be like a 2. I don't think anybody that's casual is going to like watching this. I really don't. They're going to be like, it's too short. It's not scary enough. There's too many issues. If you're for a Cthulhu Lovecraft person, I would say I'd say a 7.
Yeah.
I'd say a 7. Like it was worth the watch. It was a fun watch. It was short. It was easy.
Yeah.
It's not gonna blow your mind. You're not gonna fall in love with it, but it's cool.
I would say
just cool.
If you were hardcore like I am, like we are all and stuff, all this, I think I'd give it a solid 8.
Solid 8.
It's solid 8. That's solid 8. Not hating it, but solid 8.
I mean, you can almost give it an 8 just on the fact that Jeffrey Combs is in it.
Jeffrey Combs, Barbara Crampton, and David Warren.
Yeah.
That gives it an 8. But I'm gonna have to go over his side for the whole non-casual.
Yeah, they're not gonna like it.
So
I don't think
I'm gonna give it. It's 2.5 and 7.75.
7.75.
And that's the overall for this one right now. But this has been Paul
and Mike
for Maniacs Meat Podcast, probably episode 54. I'm pretty sure 54, 55. And we're going to do this the first episode of Fresh Meat where someone gets introduced to some crap. So I'll see you the next time. Cheers.
Cheers.
Watch that finger. Here it goes. Boop and boop.